Okay then, Helldivers, we are back. We have got loads to go over today. So developers have been busy over on Discord discussing changes, issues, Astral Rift disappearing, and also Shams talking about a chainsword in the game. There's so much going on today, including a load of issues and people getting a little bit fed up for acting as QA. So we're going to see what it is that's happening right now on Helldivers 2. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful like button, subscribe with post notifications turned on, it'd be greatly appreciated. And make sure you check out our incredible sponsor, GamerSupps, the company that offer esports athletes and gamers alike with the most effective and healthy energy drink option. And now we have our own tinned alternatives. The link's down in the description. Use code CloudPlays at checkout for a cheeky discount. With that being said, we've also got the giveaway going on for free Warbond. So if you want to get involved with it, head down into the comment section and let's have a look at the chainsaw by getting a sword emoji in the comment section. That will enter you in. We'll announce it in a few days. With that being said, let's not mess around. Let's just dive into what it is that they're talking about in Helldivers 2. Now, a really quick Galactic War update for you guys. We can see right here that the major order we've got right now, we have got all 3 planets held. Now, we have to hold this by the end of the major order with 4 days remaining left on the clock. The only planet on attack at the moment is Yalivar, which at the moment we are seeming to have a bit of an issue defending, but all Helldivers are called over to Yalivar as for the next 23 hours we have now got to get that level 40 defensive under wraps. So it seems to be a bot offensive right now. Your personal order is to extract from 3 successful missions, and just as a reminder for your super store, we have got the next 24 hours, the final 24 hours to get hold of the live wire body armor and the incredible enthusiastic mirth emote. This is definitely one that you want to get your hands on, as everybody's loving this right now, but we'll get into that a little later in the video. With that being said, let's dive into the back end and see what it is that's happening inside of Helldivers 2's development team. So starting off, people have been talking about the Epoch for a while. Yes, there is a definite issue with the spread and they are working on it, although somebody stated that they reckon they should consider having a slightly shorter time period in between calling in the epochs, and actually gave a really good argument for it. Essentially, the epoch can blow up at any given point, and then with like a 5 to 6 minute cooldown timer after that, it is a long time to wait to be able to get another epoch in the midst, especially considering how difficult it is to actually utilize it inside of that optimal window of max damage. And actually, Alexis states, yeah, that's a good idea. So I'm really hoping that we actually see something like that come into the midst very soon, and they reduce the cooldown time for the epoch. It would definitely make it a lot more viable, especially once they've rectified the issues with the spread. Again, we have got a massive one, as people were talking about primary melee possibly being in the works. Could it be a reality that we'll get a very large sword? It would be so cool. And Shams actually responded with something that blew my mind. He states, "We won't rest until some kind of chainsword is in the game. You know, for the elegant kills." Now, this is obviously something they're talking about inside of Arrowhead. We've obviously mentioned about the chainsword collaboration with something like Warhammer 40k. It's been something that we've been talking about for quite some time, but the fact that Shams is fully on board with this will imply that the likelihood is we'll see some sort of chainsword at some stage or another. As to when that's going to happen, we'll have to wait and see, but it's not the only thing that they're actually working on. People were talking about the DSS and making it a tactical action movement and having some more stuff in there, and are there any plans to really expand the DSS and make it a lot more viable? And the Baskinator stated that they do have plans for the DSS. Now, this is obviously really good, because the DSS, at least for me, is borderline irrelevant. There are a lot of people that don't vote for it. It's really good for some major orders, but other than that, inside in a static period, it's not really useful at all. It does have some added perks, although I wish that they'd actually add the perk for the mech booster on there. It doesn't seem to say it anywhere, even to this day, so a little bit of a wild one for sure. Next up, though, Shams Georgiani approaches the conversation of DLSS and FSR, as this has been a massive conversation for a very long time, and Shams has finally solidified that we speak about it often. It's on the wish list, and there are more fundamental problems that impact performance that we will focus on before DLSS and FSR, but it is being discussed. So there's no work on it at the moment. It is on the list and it will start getting worked on at some stage or another, but as of right now, it is pretty redundantly not happening. Next up, though, there has been some really big conversations in the community with regards to the leak Discord owned by Ironsights, which is the Astral Rift. Apparently, it's actually seemed to have gone down. I was sat in that same Discord for a little while, just keeping an eye on things happening around the community, and, well, yeah, it's actually right. It has been bombed and taken down. Now, the Bascanator has actually approached this because people are saying that this is Arrowhead's fault, and I don't think that this actually seems to be the case. The Bascanator states, we don't know anything about it other than people coming in here and talking about it for some reason. This isn't the place for it, though. Obviously, the main Discord server for Arrowhead's Helldivers 2 is not very cool with leaks, so that's probably why the conversations are being shut down in there, but apparently, they have nothing to do with it, so we'll have to wait and see how that one plays out and whether Ironsights ever makes a statement with regards to why it actually got shut down. After that, though, it appears that the Sterilizer has had a massive hit, as people are posting up right here. Are you telling me this thing was overperforming by 300%? Well, apparently, the gas effect that it was actually applying has now been, like, completely taken down. It's actually wild. It seems like what's actually happened is a lot of these issues were originally occurring in solo mode. Now, this wasn't the only thing that they were seeing, but it's now being applied in full groups. This is another post right here that states, I'm so tired of acting as an unpaid QA tester for Arrowhead. We really need a health update. Things such as small shafts are unaffected by gas and fire. They walk straight through it. The de-escalator is utterly useless now. Also, the pummeler and pacifier will kill most chaff enemies before actually stunning them. Tesla Tower won't stun charges in one hit anymore. And after seeing some messages from the solo player himself, Mr. Takibo, apparently this was an issue that was inside of the game the whole time. This has something to do with the factor that when you were playing in a group, and especially one with a PlayStation, it meant that there was some added buffs in there that weren't essentially meant to be there. Whether they were supposed to be removed or not, we're still waiting for a statement coming from Arrowhead, but for those of you guys who play solo, you'll see that most of the stuff on the listing has always been a problem, and now it just seems to be the case that if you are in a group and playing with a PlayStation player, you'll still now have this issue as well. So it's a bit of a weird one. I'm not too sure what's going on with it, but we have got our ear to the ground, especially considering that Arrowhead hasn't really made much of a statement on it just yet. Moving forward, though, we do have some more stuff as people are absolutely loving this new enthusiastic mirth emote. They are utilizing it in so many meme ways. I love it when a new Warbond comes out. Yes, it's cool to have some new toys to play with, but the memes that follow up on it are absolutely incredible. This one right here is a one where they're, well, you can see on screen, they're enjoying their time. He states he has to deal with us every day. And another one right here, trying to summon the ship technician back to life. Absolutely hilarious, completely amazing, and something that I really enjoy is one thing is that the community really take everything that they're given and utilize it within an inch of its existence. So hopefully we get some more stuff come in the future that are going to be able to, well, entice those meme tendencies that you guys all utilize so much. Now we're going to take a look at your top comments from the previous video. We do this every single day, so if you want to get involved with the next one tomorrow, then make sure you hit the comment section with something relevant, and the top voted will make it into tomorrow's video. So let's take a look at what you guys had to say yesterday, as there was a lot to go over with you being able to walk back into bunkers, the devs confirming a load of fixes, and an issue with the mech, meaning that the new armor passive was made redundant as you became immortal, and you guys really leaned into this. This one states right here, so we turned the mech into a dreadnought from 40k, suspending a mortality wounded diver indefinitely. Now this was absolutely hilarious because yes, it was a very cool reference, although I don't think it was intended, but actually hopping into the mech does really just push back that passive, meaning that you don't actually die after you're dead. So it's a really cool one, and yes, that is something that is somewhat a reference to the Dreadnought from the 40k series. And this next one stated right here, Helldivers enters the mech with the passive on, Dreadnought achievement unlocked. I absolutely love it. People are really wanting this thing to stay, and even if it's just a bit of a meme movement and some homage to the 40k franchise, I think it's something that will definitely be cool if they keep it in. It's not likely, but it would be cool to see for sure. And this next comment right here states, dropped into bot's outpost. There was a Hulk with its back to me. Switched it to the variable total, killed the Hulk. Flew off a cliff behind me due to the recoil and landed on a bot mine head first, turning my diver into anatomical confetti. Best death so far. Keep it up, Arrowhead. 800 hours in, and I've loved every single second of it. Now, I do have to state that actually this Warbond for me, as far as a fun factor, is probably the best Warbond I've ever utilized. I don't think that they've actually got anything any better. We start talking about whether it's reliable enough to utilize or not, there are a lot more to put in there. But as far as a fun factor, hilarious moments, cool clips, and so much more, this Warbond is really sat on top for me, and I'm hoping that you guys are still agreeing to that one. Nonetheless, though, that's unfortunately all we've got time for today. If you haven't already, smash that like button, subscribe, post notifications turned on. I appreciate all of your faces, guys. Thank you so much for being such amazing people. And as always, I'll see you in the clouds.